Once upon a time, there was a town called Hamelin. It was a nice place to live, but it had a big problem. Rats. They were everywhere. They gobbled up the town's food, gnawed through its walls, and made life miserable for everyone. The people were so desperate to get rid of them that they put up a huge reward, promising gold to anyone who could save them from the rat plague. Then one day a strange man came to town. He wore a colorful coat and a funny hat, and his eyes twinkled like the stars. He told the townspeople he could lead the rats away, but in return he wanted the gold they had promised. The desperate townspeople agreed without thinking twice. The man, who everyone started calling the Pied Piper, walked through the streets playing a magical flute. And do you know what happened next? All the rats in town, big and small, followed him out of Hamelin and into the river. They all drowned, and the piper was left with a pile of gold. But after he had taken a few steps towards his reward, the mayor laughed and said, "You tricked us. We don't have to pay you." The piper was furious. He had played his flute beautifully and led the rats to their doom. But when he asked for his payment, they broke their promise. So he decided to teach them a lesson they would never forget.
That night, he went back to Hamelin and played a sad and lonely tune on his flute.
No one could see the magic, though, except the children. One by one, they left their homes and followed the piper out into the darkness. They walked through the forest and over the hills until they reached a deep and scary cave. But here's the thing. Some of the children were clever. They knew the piper had tricked them, and they hid in barns and attics, while their friends and family followed the strange tune. When the piper reached the cave, he grew angry and took a big, deep breath. He then blew a loud and piercing note on his flute, and that's when the children in the hiding places knew they had to act fast. One by one, they ran out of their hiding spots and followed the others into the cave. Inside, they found a secret passage that led them back to Hamelin. When the piper realized that the children had outwitted him, he tried to stop them, but it was too late. The children had found a way home. When the townspeople of Hamelin woke up and saw their empty beds, they knew something was wrong. They searched everywhere for their children, but couldn't find them. Then, just when they were about to give up, the clever children appeared at the mouth of the cave. They had returned safely and were unharmed. From that day on, the townspeople of Hamelin never broke their promises. And they told their children to be careful of strangers and to stick together when things seem scary and uncertain. As for the Pied Piper, he wandered from town to town, playing his magic flute and tricking people who didn't believe in happy endings.